Okay, today I'm Moshe coming to you from Israel in the Galilee, where I've lived for many years. And the evening war update. The big thing is we entered the Shifra hospital today in Gaza. Underneath that hospital is the big Hamas command center, their Pentagon, I don't know what you want to call it, down there. We are starting to occupy various structures that Hamas used to occupy to run their government. The Hamas parliament building was demolitioned today. On my Telegram, I have a video of it being blown up, collapsed. All the signs of being conquered are there. Okay. Rockets are still coming in. They're going to keep the rockets going as far as they can go. The talks of the hostages getting freed for concessions seems to be dead on the vine. It's not going anywhere. I heard 70 or 80 hostages, then I heard 50, and what they wanted in return was the juvenile and female terrorists in Israeli jails should be released, which could have been hundreds and hundreds of them, I don't know. Probably in the hundreds, several hundred at least. And in addition to a 3-day ceasefire and this and that, nobody's taking them seriously. The people that were running the Hamas military from the command center under Shifra Hospital, I'm sure are no longer located under Shifra Hospital. I'm sure they've shifted someplace else underground. So Israel will blow it up. I don't know when, and, I don't know what that's going to do. There's still people in the hospital. We had arrested a number of terrorists that were in the hospital. That's the bird talking. That's Tikva. I don't know what language he speaks. I don't think he does either. He speaks cockatoo. Sounds like a duck. I call him kachkala, which is the Yiddish word for a baby duck. So we're still fighting in Gaza. There's skirmishes in the Lebanon border, although I'm not hearing about that much today. Syria's not that active in terms of attacking Israel. The court at The Hague, well, yeah, they issued the ICC, International Criminal Court, I believe. I can't remember who did this. Somebody issued an arrest warrant for Bashar Assad, the guy who runs Syria, for, war crimes or human rights violations, something like that. Somebody put an arrest warrant out on him. It doesn't matter. They're not going to go to Syria and serve it. No Muslim majority country will respect it, so he just has to watch where he travels with that, but I doubt anything will ever happen. When he goes to a country to visit, he will get a diplomatic visa with full immunity. So they can't serve process on him or arrest him or anything. It's paperwork. Turkey is filing for war crimes against Netanyahu and I think some others in the government in The Hague. But Israel's not in The Hague, so it's not going to mean anything. They could, show up in Israel and say we have a warrant for Netanyahu's arrest. And they'll politely be told that we don't participate in the Hague International Criminal Court. we're going to escort you to the airport and make sure you leave immediately. That's all that's going to happen. Erdogan is a NATO member, and Israel is some loose affiliation with NATO, but some affiliation. Erdogan is contrary to the whole rest of NATO, you know that. There's not been any ferocious attacks against the militias in Iraq and Syria attacking the American bases. The Houthi rebels say they're going to start trying to shoot our Navy ships in the Red Sea with their missiles. I doubt that'll work. I have not heard that the Dwight D. Eisenhower showed up at the Sea of Oman. That's the aircraft carrier. I haven't heard that. Probably a day or two more. They don't always announce these things either, so. Anti-Semitism around the world is clipping along at a healthy pace, I'm sorry to say. Every day, every night, our military goes into places like Hebron, Nablus, Jenin, and arrests terrorists, has gunfights with terrorists, things like this. It's every day. And terrorist attacks against civilians have not really spiked up. They're still there like they've always been, but they haven't accelerated or anything. Jews around the world are rather fearful of events to come with anti-Semitism, but the churchgoers ought to be concerned too, because remember their creed, what they say is first the Saturday people, then the Sunday people, so just bear that in mind. That's what the terrorist slogans read like. That's pretty much what I got going on. Today I did a live stream on Ezekiel 25, which is, if you haven't seen it, it's worthwhile because it's definitely demonstrating what's going on in Israel today. And it's a prophecy from, many, many, many years ago explaining this. And it's very, very good to read Ezekiel 25. And you can watch the video. I spell it out for you. I did that earlier today. So anyway, that's my evening update. If anything unusual happens, I'll put up more live streams and put it on Telegram, and it also winds up on Twitter from YouTube because I post the video links up there. So I send my shalom to all those who love Yeshua HaMashiach, and I'm out. Thank you.